And welcome back, YouTube, to another episode of Cracking Packs with your host, YouTubeNoobDude, and Garrick. He was just staring at me intently. We're going to go ahead and start cracking into this thing. I realized the other day that my video ran a little bit longer than I had expected, which that's okay. And I also cut my nails, so now I can't get into this pack. I am trying to get into it like a 3-year-old on Christmas morning. So dumb. I realized that my pack opening ran a little long. I don't know how many new subscribers I'm going to get with 45-minute videos or 40-minute videos, just because maybe people don't want to invest all that time into a new person. But as of today, I have 9 subscribers, so thank you very much for everyone who stopped by and subscribed. I really appreciate that. Appreciate the subs. And this is my second ever booster box opening. So you're kind of going on something special with me in my long, hairy monkey arm. So last time, if you recall, I opened up some really sweet mythic rares, specifically Planeswalker rares, and I think Soul of Chandalar, or Chandalar, however you say that. You know, I say mana, you say mana, potato, kind of deal. And I'm saying a lot in this video, and I don't know why. I'm going to edit all those ums out so you can't see my faults. Perfect. So today, we're going to go through. Here's the thing about me cracking packs. I hope I get great stuff. I hope I get stuff that you enjoy. But I don't want to sit here and say, oh, I want like 5 Nissas or something crazy. I can appreciate anything I open in this pack. And, you know, if I get enough to make up for the value of the box that I spent to make this video, then that's wonderful. But right now, I'm just focusing on getting some entertaining, awesome videos for the viewers at home. Viewers like you, as PBS would say. And here we go. So, first pack. Let's go. Let's get into this sucker. I'm going to skip through the comments. Use that pause button if you can. I'm going to try to make sure these are all in focus. Tell me if I skipped over something really, really good, and I'll go back and make sure that a good night. That's an expensive destruction card. If I skipped over something good, I will talk about it in the comments there. Let's see. Wall of Essence, Paragon of Open Graves. I talked about the new lords, uncommon lords, the other day. Stab Wound, and Haunted Mail Plate, 4 for an artifact equipment. Enchanted creature gets +4/+4 until end of turn. This becomes a 4/4 spirit artifact creature that's no longer an equipment, and it has 4 to equip. My plans is my plans. My plans is my uncommon, or my land. What is wrong with me today? I think I'm drunk. So boom, boom, boom. That's what I get for trying to rush these packs. So. I had a good buddy give me some feedback the other day on my profile, and one of his things, because I've been asking for feedback, I'm asking you to talk to me, but one of his things was just slow down, like the talking, and so if I'm going pretty fast, I completely agree with what he said. If I'm going pretty fast, then that's just me either being extremely nervous or restock, really, that's the name of this, or I'm just trying to get through them. So Necromancer Stockpile, 2 for an enchantment, discard a creature card, draw a card. If the discarded card was a zombie, put a 2/2 black zombie creature token onto the battlefield tap. So definitely some graveyard play with that one. Of course, we're talking about zombies, so you're probably playing a reanimator deck of some sort.
So here's a fun drinking game for all you wild party types out there. Why don't you take a shot every time I tap the cards on the table? $10 says you'll be dead by the end of this video.
Bulk rares lot on eBay for that guy, because I have no use for him. I played zombies back in Onslaught and in Onslaught, Scourge, and Legions. I remember when they were really big with that set, when it was like basically zombies versus elves and versus goblins. So. Caves of Koilos, another Pain land, very cool. And then comes there. Pain lands are awesome. I really enjoy them. Now, in the long run, I guess a lot of people would rather have shock lands because you're paying less in the long run a lot of times, unless you're using them a specific way. But they do deal 1 damage to you. So if you have something that prevents 1 damage from any source, then there you go. You're basically getting a free dual land. You're not having to take the pain away, or you're having to take the pain away from this video. Let's see, Staff of the Magus. Avarice Amulet. Amulet. Let's see what it does. 4 for an artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +2/+0 and has vigilance, and at the beginning of your upkeep, draw a card. When equipped creature dies, target opponent gains control of Avarice Amulet. No. I don't want my... I mean, I guess in like a multiplayer, like EDH or something, if you're dropping this on someone else's creatures, then that creature becomes the target. But you're also pumping them a little bit, so it's one of those sketchy situations. But, if you don't gamble, then... Hey, I was looking for another Sunblade Elf. Very cool for a little 2/2. I really love these new creature types, specifically this one, because then it has like creature fire breathing from white, and all your creatures get bigger. Sliver, Rogue's Gloves, and Mercurial Pretender 5 for a 0/0. He comes in the battlefield. It's basically a clone, and then pay 4, return this creature to its owner's hand. It's kind of sweet. A little bit more of an expensive clone. Well, 5 versus 4, I think, is what clone has. And then it has the bounce ability, so... I haven't really played a lot since they, I do house rules when I play with my buddies, or whenever I'm, like, out hanging out and playing with somebody, like on campus or something. But that whole, like, Legends thing, the Legend rule that they changed up, I wasn't a big fan of changing up a bunch of stuff. Is my arm going? Yeah. You're getting no reflection of me. Hot soup. I saw this the other day on someone else's video, and I'm just like, okay, so we got whatever that other card I just had, Recollect or something. Now I got hot soup or something. Like, what? Interesting. Belligerent Sliver. He's been drinking a lot, so he thinks he's Superman. He's gonna fight everybody. Nissa's Expedition, and a Nissa. So that was kind of cool. Check that out. Nissa's Expedition into Nissa. I mean, this pack was just, it was wanting me to have a Nissa. I mean, good night. Oh, a dragon token. Very cool. See, and that's what I mean. That might be the only Planeswalker I get, and the only pain land that I get throughout this whole video. But if the video itself is entertaining and I can get viewership, then that's reward enough, That is plenty reward enough. And plus, this is the second ever booster box I've ever opened in my entire time playing Magic. So the actual event of, well, you know what my rare is. The actual event of opening the box itself, another pain land, is rewarding itself too. Because, like I said in my last video, I was a kid who could barely afford 1 booster box. Or 1 booster pack. Jeez. And then, so when my buddies play with me, I remember one of my first cards, someone gave me like a 5th edition Call of the Wild, maybe? Or whenever, 6th edition. And that was cool back then, but that was my first ever rare, and it was given to me alongside like a crawl worm. So, I was introduced to some interesting cards, but it was given to me for free. So, Destroy All Enchantments, which that comes right on the heels of Theros set with all those enchantment creatures, which I'm not really digging that set. It's kind of gimmicky, and honestly, like, I play with a bunch of buddies who play just casual. So as soon as I drop down, a big god enchantment creature, someone's going to cast Tranquility and exile all, or whatever the card is that exiles all enchantments anyway, or they might just disenchant my non-indestructible card. Hey, a Waste Knot. Very neat. So one of the things I've been doing is getting with some friends and looking into doing repack boosters drafts. I've seen a lot of people do that, and now that I've got all these cards, I might as well, you know, maybe do a repack booster draft just for giggles. See what we do. One of my buddies ends up with a Nissa or something. Siege Dragon, 6 for 5/5 flyer. When Siege Dragon enters the battlefield, destroy all walls your opponent controls. Are we in alpha? When Siege Dragon attacks, if defending player controls no walls, it deals 2 damage to each creature without the flying that player controls. That's cool. It's kind of like a free volcanic fallout, or wherever that old one used to be. Oh, and Waste Not, by the way, what it does, it's 2 for an enchantment. Whenever an opponent discards a creature card, put a 2/2 black creature, put a 2/2 black zombie token into play. Whenever an opponent discards a land card, add 2 to your mana, 2 swamps to your mana pool. Whenever an opponent discards a non-creature, non-land card, draw a card. So that's what that does. Stack these back up all nice and neat. Nice and neat, yeah. And that was my really shitty voice impersonation for the time. Sorry, kids, I cussed. I know a lot of younger viewers are out there watching this stuff. We'll go through. And for now, I'm trying to get my videos down. Oh, Wall of Mulch. Well, what do you know? I'm talking crap about walls, and Wall of Mulch is there, which is a classic. I'm talking crap about... Well, I just said that. What's wrong with me today? Hey, another Painland. Battlefield Forge. Blue-white. Very nice. Where was I going? I lost my train of thought. Oh, videos. Wanted to try to get them to 30 minutes. That would be great. I feel like that's a good time frame to get my videos down to. Right now I'm at the 12-minute mark, so I'm kind of behind. But I feel like if I can get them down to 30 minutes with maybe a few jump cuts and speed throughs, then we do okay. Soul of Ravnica. 6 for 6/6 flyer. Draw a card for each color among permanents you control, or exile Soul of Ravnica and draw a card for each color among permanents you control. So it's 7 for those abilities as well. Very nice. I had Soul of Chandelier. Who knows? I can't remember. But you could easily find out if you go back to the other video and watch it, where I might put in what the actual name is in this video. Call myself an idiot like I did with Rhea Dawnbringer, who I kept saying was from like Onslaught, and she came out in Invasion, but 10th edition I think came out along the same time as Onslaught, so that's when I guess that's why I was getting confused. Maybe, I don't know. I could be completely wrong. Master of Predicaments. We are in a predicament here. Let's see what he's master of. Flying 5 for 4/4 flying blue Sphinx. Whenever a master blah 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 deals combat damage to a player, choose a card in your hand. That player guesses whether the card's converted mana cost is greater than 4. If the player gets wrong, you may cast a card. That's kind of cool, honestly. That's kind of neat. I like it. So, yeah. Let's see. Okay. Uncommons. I think I realized that I was reading some of the uncommons to begin with. Another Indulgent Terminer to begin with. Now I'm stopped, so it's me growing. Originally, I was writing a small little script for this. My pile. Get in the floor. I was writing a little pile. I was writing a little script for this so I could kind of stick to one subject matter, but I'm like, you know what? Screw that, honestly, because if I do a script, if I try to script this out, A, I'm going to go off script. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. And B, you don't get to meet me as much. You know, maybe in the future sets. Oh, hold on one second. Aggressive Mining, 4 for an enchantment. You can't play lands. Sacrifice a land, draw 2 cards. Activate this ability only once each turn. I wonder how that works with a card that lets me play as many lands as I want to each turn. I'll have to look that up, because it's kind of cool. But anyway, if I write out a script and I try to stick to it for right now, I don't think you get to know me as much in my just crazy ways. But in the future, when I have more subs, people who are coming to the channel more regularly, you know, then maybe I'll script some stuff out. I like to think I'm a pretty funny guy. I'm also kind of nutty, so. But I would love to hear from you. If you have a few seconds to write in the video below. I got another one of those. Sorry, I'll tell you what it is. Avacyn Guardian Angel. 5 for a 5/4 flyer. Flying Vigilance, that is. Tap 2, prevent all damage that would be dealt to another target creature this turn by sources of the color of your choice. Or 7, prevent all damage that would be dealt to target player this turn by sources of the color of your choice. So, what are angels great at doing? Protecting and beating face. And that's exactly what Avacyn Guardian Angel is doing. So I would love to hear from you. Talk to me in the comments below. Let me know what you're liking and disliking about this video at the moment. I'm trying to get the focus as good as possible so that you see everything. And so that when you are pausing it, you're not pausing it for no reason, just to see a big blur of text. And I've talked about Ancient Silverback. I talked about giveaways, which I'll talk about here in just a second after this rare Spirit Bonds. Nice. Opened one of those in my last booster box opening. I talked about giveaways in several of my videos, and what I'll do for my first giveaway when I decide to do one, is do maybe one of these repacked booster boxes with rares, commons, and uncommons, and sell it off, or not sell it off. I'm gonna do a giveaway. You have to pay for it though. When I reach a certain number of subscribers, which I'm not going to give you a specific number on that because I don't want you going and telling your friends and like, hey, come subscribe to this guy's channel. He's going to give me free cards. Just for that, I want to know that I'm actually entertaining you. But maybe one of these booster boxes, while it's still in standard environment, and you can use a lot of the cards. So let me know if that's something you would like to see, or maybe you would like something completely different. I know a lot of people give away like fat packs or things like that, but we'll get to there. But talk to me. Let me know. And Goblin Rabble Master. If any of you bought booster boxes, you probably got a Goblin Rabble Master in foil as your promo card. He's 3 for a 2/2 Goblin Warrior. Every goblin you control attacks each turn if able. At the beginning of your combat of your turn, put a 1/1 creature with haste on the field. Goblin Rabble Master attacks. It gets +1/+0/+0, +1/+0 until end of turn for each attacking goblin. And +0/+0 would be pretty shitey because it would be pointless. It's like the next unhinged set gives someone that gives your creatures +0/+0. That would be great. And I read an article not too long ago talking about that because I for one was, well, A, I was around for both of the unhinged sets when they first launched, and B, I loved them. They were just so comical and full of just fun, and a lot of people go back to them, and I know several people that used to still draft them. Yavimaya Coast is my Painland rare, and I got a foily Mountain, which is kind of nice. Several people who still will do a draft of the unhinged stuff whenever they buy a box, and I haven't been able to do that in a while, but it was fun, you know. Chicken a la King, the name of the cards are just great. Johnny Combo Player and all that stuff. But they said they probably will never make another one, or they won't make one for a while because they're not very profitable for the company, because people who buy them tend to just buy them for gags. But not a lot of people buy them because booster packs are $3.99 a pack anyway, $4.27 with tax in the great state of Georgia. And so I wouldn't see myself conceivably going out and spending $100 on a booster box of an unset, but we'll see. Now some of the cards were very collectible at the time and still are. Hey, another Ajani. Very cool. If you saw my last booster box opening, I had an Ajani in there. And I also got his emblem. So very happy with that. So So a Nissa and an Ajani so far in this booster box, which is kind of nuts. So I'm very happy with that. Trying to change up the way I reveal these cards to you. But yeah, if the next unset, if they ever make another unset, I would be glad to do an opening for you. But that really depends on, you know, if they ever make one. Congregate, oldie but a goodie, and Court of Calling, X and 3 mana, 3 green mana, and it has Convoke. So search your library for a creature card with converted mana cost of X or less, and put it onto the battlefield. Then shuffle your library. I just friended the MTG, the Magic the Gathering official webpage on Facebook, and I think this was their card of the day not too long ago. Just as like a shout out to that, to this set and to the card itself. And it was like, for every like we get, pretend it's convoking this card, and like they had something like crazy, like 1,000 likes or something nutty when I first looked at it. And I was like, well, I guess you can cast any creature you have in your library. Let's see. But the unset, some of the cards were pretty collectible at the time. Like the one I just said, Johnny Combo Player, still collectible, worth a few dollars. And like the Blacker Lotus and those things. The things that reference things, like really popular things, are collectible in their own right. So it's pretty cool. Hey, another Urberg. I couldn't say it the last time either. Urberg, turn me your mirth. That Urberg right there. Turns all your swamps into swamps. It turns all your other lands into swamps as well. Oh, and that Ajani real quick. Let me read what he does. See, I'm all over the place. Why are you even here right now? I am just everywhere. For this Planeswalker with 4 loyalty. His +1 ability until the end of turn, up to 1 target creature gets +1/+1 against first strike, vigilance, and lifelink. His -2, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control and a loyalty counter on each other Planeswalker you control. And his -7 ability, you get an emblem with, if a source would deal damage to you or a Planeswalker you control, prevent all but 1 of that damage. Very cool. Boosting other Planeswalkers. Right, like Vraska and a couple of the other Planeswalkers, they directly destroy or indirectly destroy other Planeswalkers. But I've not seen one other than this Ajani actually boost other Planeswalkers. So I could be wrong. If I am wrong, I'll either look it up and make an annotation, or you could just tell me in the comments. You can call me an idiot and tell me what I'm wrong about. Turn to Frog. I like this card. It's like, oh, you have a nice big old fatty there. Now he's a frog ribbit. And yes, in the Wanderer Bard, got 2 of those. I got 1 in foil last time. I just realized I just shaded that card, so you couldn't really tell what it was. All right. How are we doing on time? I think I'm at a 23-minute mark. Who knows where you are while you're watching this? Because like I said, I'm going to try to speed up parts of it. Cone of Flame. Let's see what we got. Another Belligerent Sliver. Been drinking in the back. Kirkesh, Onaki Ancient. 4 for 4/3 Ogre Spirit. Whenever you activate an ability of an attack artifact, I might be the belligerent one. If it isn't a mana ability, you may pay 1. If you do copy that ability, you may choose new targets for that copy. I like this card. I opened him last time, and honestly, he's only 4 for 4/3 in red to do kind of crazy stuff, so that's kind of cool. I got a foil Sungrace Pegasus. Spirit token. I like it. I like the card. He's probably good in draft, if I had to guess. I didn't draft him to the M15. I haven't drafted in a long time. That's why I was talking about doing repack drafts, just to get back into it a little bit. My local card shop, who cut me the deal on these booster boxes, they've asked me several times to come and be a part of it. A, because they need the support, and B, they know how much I really care about Magic and the history of Magic and everything, so they've let me just to come back and get back into it. Probably so that they can take all of my monies, if I had to guess. Because, That is Soul of New Phyrexia. 6 for a 6/6 artifact creature avatar. He's also got trample. Permanents you control gain indestructible until end of turn. Tap 5 and exile him, and permanents you control gain indestructible until end of turn. Very cool. Very nice. That's our second mythic outside of Planeswalkers, I think. I think the other one was the Soul of Ravnica. My wife's gonna kill me because I'm throwing all the booster packs in the floor. Don't tell her. She's sitting right across from me, working on our school stuff. We're both graduating this semester in the fall. Pretty excited about that. I'm getting my bachelor's degree in Anglais, or English, for you other folk. No, in English, and I'm a creative writing minor. I've gotten a couple of things published, so that's pretty cool. Shivan Reef, Is It themes? I love the Is It, which I only recently became a newcomer to the whole idea of calling things Is It or Golgari or Prov, because back in the day I was like, no, it's a blue-red deck. Okay, guys, it's blue-red. Why are you saying Is It? It's dumb. But, you know, once I fell in love with Niv Mizzet and all their little tricks, their little sneaky tricks, sneaky snake stuff, I really have become like, you know, I've turned a new leaf in my life. So, back to what I was saying. See, I cut myself off all the time, again. I am graduating with my bachelor's degree in English with a creative writing minor. I've had things published. I'm working on writing some stuff now, as soon as I get done with the semester. But that's why I was saying I could write a script for this, because I've written scripts. Screenplays, scripts, short stories, and things of that nature. But to do that would be to take a little bit of myself away from you. And I don't want to do that just yet. So, or, I mean, it's also giving things to you, showing my humor or my melancholy. So... But I wanted to show you me first before I show you a character. Goblin Kaboomist. And that's sad because I'm not actually being a character right now. I'm being myself. So you have something to either look forward to or you're going to run away screaming. 2 for a 1/2 Goblin Warrior. At the beginning of your upkeep, put a colorless artifact creature token named Landmine onto the battlefield with 1. Sacrifice this artifact. This artifact does 2 damage to target attacking creature without flying. Then flip a coin. If you do, then Goblin Kaboomist shoots himself in the face with a shock. I love Goblin. I'm glad they're bringing back drawback to Goblin, to be honest with you. A little bit, because that was kind of their flavor back in the day. You probably do not agree. A lot of people nowadays have never had to deal with immense drawback, like Lord of the Pit. I know they reprinted him in that Demons versus Angels deck, which I love that deck. I love the demons, and I'm building an angel deck now to counteract it and all. But, you know, if you don't sacrifice a creature, he smacks 7 damage to your face. A lot of people never really played with that guy when he was standard in several things. So you don't really know what drawback is until you have your own creatures attacking you each turn. Spectra Ward, 5 for an enchantment aura. Enchanted creature, I have a flow back there. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and has protection from all colors. This effect doesn't remove auras. Glacier Crasher. Man, I gotta get a better camera. But to afford a new camera, I need more viewers. See my conundrum? I need more viewers. I need you. I need you and your friends and your buddies and your pals to all get together and to band together, huh? My wife's saying something. I need all my buddies and my pals to share my videos. Because you're all my buddies and my pals right now. You're all my friends. No matter what people say about you, I love you. Hot soup again. God, I'm getting hungry. Circle of Flame. Ether Spouts. 5 for instant. For each attacking creature, its owner puts it on the top of his or her library. And a foil wall of mulch. See, I'm talking trash about mulch. I'm talking trash about walls with that dragon. And I'm getting wall of mulch. Showing me up in the foil department. Kind of pretty. Let's see. That's a nice card to have in standard right now, I'm sure. Just chump block, draw a card. Black Cat. And uncommons. Wallfrost. Aggressive Minds. Oh, I missed an uncommon. I'll get it later, doesn't matter. Oh, and a foily sculling Doom Engine. Will you look at that? It looks very pretty. Aggressive Mining, we know what that does. And this guy, 6 for 6/6. Can't be blocked with creatures by the power 2 or less. And then Sculling Doom Engine dies, it deals 6 damage to target opponent. That is very cool. I had a person drop by, one of the few comments I've had, other than my own. He actually, I think he said, or she said, whomever, said that out of all the cards they would like to have out of the booster box drawing, or not drawing, unboxing that I did, pack cracking, that was one of them for a combo reason. So that's kind of cool. Kind of cool getting feedback. Oh yeah, another Sunblade. I need one more for playset, I think. I'll trade you my Paragon of Open Graves for your Sunblade. Caustic Tar, Stain the Mind. Has Convoke Sorcery. You name an online card, you search their opponent's hands, libraries, and graveyards, and you get to remove all 4 of those copies. A Sliver Token. Down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 packs left. Let's see what we got. I subscribed to some channels recently. I think one of the ones I came across, which I don't know why I didn't know this didn't exist, why this channel wasn't in my life already, but it was Tolarian Academy? Tolarian Community College or something like that. Tolarian Community Academy. Either way, it's a brilliantly done channel. The guy who must run it has some great ideas of how he's doing it. Chasm Skulker. 3 for 1/1. Whenever you draw a card, put +1/+1 counter on Chasm Skulker. When Chasm Skulker dies, put X 1/1 blue squid creature tokens with the island walk onto the battlefield, where X is the number of +1/+1 counters on Chasm Skulker. He has got to have he has some really cool editing skills where it's like the money sound like cha-ching whenever he shows you like the price of a card. And he has some really pertinent information about. By the way, I'm past my 30-minute mark. That has some really pertinent information about stuff to do with reselling cards on eBay and things of that nature. So, which I have a lot of experience with, since to pay for this, I have to sell a lot of my cards on eBay. So I'll be glad to watch his videos and learn from some of his tips and tricks on what he's selling. Oh, another Waste Knot. Very nice. We read through that already, so I'll spare you the time. Alright, so what I need from you all, feedback. I want to talk to you. I would also like some likes and subscriptions, but what I'll say in the likes department is, you know, rate it. Don't just like the video because I say like it. Let me know what you like about it, let me know what you don't like about it. I am operating on a budget, so the camera is, while it's good, you know, and I can appreciate its value for its purpose, I can't afford like a hero camera, like some expensive handy cam right now. So I'm working with what I got, folks. There we go. Grind Clock 2 for an artifact. Put a charge counter on Grind Clock and tap it, or tap it and target player puts the top X of his or her library into the graveyard, where X is the number of counters on Grind Clock. At the end of this, I'll run through the rares real fast for everybody. Okay. And then my uncommons. And the rare is Life's Legacy. I can dig it. Ooh, a foil hornet nest. Check that out. Let me focus in on it. Nice. So, foil. A couple foils in here. Digging that. Down to the last 2 packs. So we got pack with a Johnny on it, pack with Jace on it. The only Planeswalker I think I haven't opened in this set so far has been Chandra, however you say that. Remember, potato, mana. You say one thing, I don't care. I'm not promise. I'm not trying to be a jerk. But I think she's the only one I haven't opened, so that's kind of sad. Blah blah. Sculling Doom Engine again. So that's my second one of those. One in foil, one in non-foil. And here's the Jace, the living no one gives a crap guild pack guy. I've read some really nasty reviews on him. I opened one in my last pack, and I love him. I mean, of course, he's the first Jace I've ever had outside of the dual pack Jace. So I guess I've had Jace before. But my point is, it's the first one I ever opened in a booster pack, let alone a booster box. And you know, that's, you know what I'm saying. Note to edit there. And okay, uncommons. So what do you think this last one's going to be? It's going to be some epic, mythic, or do you think it's just going to be a womp womp? Either way, I don't care. I've had fun. Pulling these packs open with you all. I really hope you enjoy the video. Rate, comment, sub, share. Pay me money. No. Rate, comment, and share. Let me know what you like. I picked up 9 subscribers again. I'm sincerely grateful to all of you who have come by, supported the channel, and sincerely grateful for my wife who is sitting across the table from me, telling me it's time to get this thing over with. But she's been my biggest support in all of this. So anyway, last card. Here we go. Shadow the Avatar. Oh God. No, it's not that bad. 1 from artifact equipment. If a source would deal damage to equipped creature, prevent X of that damage, where X is the number of creatures you control. And then quickening. Foil. So a lot of foils in here, uncommon wise. A couple of common foils, kind of nice. I got one more M15 booster box for you guys. So let me know if you want to see it in the comments below. So here we go. Shoulder of the Avatar, Sculling Doom Engine, Hornet Nest foil, Life's Legacy, Grind Clock, Waste Not, Chasm Skulker, Stain the Mine, Sculling Doom Engine foil, Aggressive Mining, Aether Spouts, Spectral Ward, Goblin Kaboomist, Shivan Reef, Soul of New Phyrexia, Kirkesh, Yisin the Wanderer, Johnny, Urberg, Timber Juggermert, Court of Calling, Yavimaya Coast, Goblin Rabblemaster, Spirit Bonds, Avacyn Guardian Angel, Aggressive Mining, Indulgent Tormentor, Master of Predicaments, Soul of Ravnica, Battlefield Forge, Siege Dragon, another Waste Not, Llanowar Waste, Nissa, Mercurial Pretender, Avarice Amulets, Caves of Quelos, Necromancer Stockpile, and Haunted Plate Mail. Alright, this has been another episode of Kraken Packs 2015 course set with your host, YouTubeNoobDude, and I appreciate you stopping by. Thank you for all your ratings and your comments and your subs. See you next time.